We are going to talk about Tauheed, the first article of faith, and this question is important not only from the CIE's point of view, but also we are Muslims and we should know our articles of faith in great detail. So, the first article of faith is Tauheed or believe in Allah. The one and only God, Allah. A Muslim believes in one God. He is supreme, He is eternal, He is infinite, and He is mighty, He is merciful, He is compassionate, creator and provider. So, belief in the unity or oneness of Allah is the first article of faith. Islam calls to believe that the Creator, the Sustainer, the Cherisher, and the Sovereign Lord of this immensely vast universe, comprising billions of galaxies and stars, is Allah, who is one and unique without any partners. His nature is so sublime that it is far beyond our limited conceptions, and Allah is eternal, without beginning or end, the Absolute, who is not limited by time or place or circumstance. He is the creator, the sustainer, and planner of the whole universe. There is no one else who has the right to be worshipped except him. He has the most beautiful names and the loftiest attributes. His knowledge extends to everything seen and unseen, present and future, near and far, and his grace and mercy are unbounded. He is the Almighty and All-Wise. He is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, eternal, absolute, the lawgiver, the one who single-handedly administers the whole universe as its sovereign Lord. The Holy Quran speaks of Allah as under. And have they not looked into the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and all things that Allah has created? This is chapter number 7, verse number 185. Now, dear students, these references are very important. Please cite these references when you're writing your answers. They will give you a good score. He is Allah, the One, Allah, the Eternal, Absolute. He begets not, nor is He begotten, and there is none equal to or comparable to Him. This is chapter number 112, verse number 1 to 4. The opposite of oneness of Allah is shirk, which means associating partners with Supreme Lord. The Holy Quran considers shirk to be an unpardonable sin, and it says that Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with Him, but He forgives anything else to whom He pleases. To set up partners with Allah is to devise a sin most heinous indeed. Chapter number 4, verse number 48. And our 4 mark, you give this question that what is the influence of Tawheed on believers? So believers, they do understand that only Allah has power over his affairs and only He wields authority. And He never bows his head or stretches any hand before anyone else other than Allah. So this is the importance of Tawheed. The second importance is that he knows that is his only means of success and salvation, and he does not look to others as his gateway to prosperity. The third thing is could be that he is affectionate, that he tries to help people without expecting any rewards from them, because he believes that Allah will grant him better reward, and he believes that Allah is watching him all the time, and this prevents him from committing any evil deeds, even in the places where there's nobody to see him. And he performs good deeds and avoids committing evil deeds, since he believes that everything is in the knowledge of Allah. And a person who knows that everything is created by Allah becomes a slave of Allah, not his creatures, and he relies on and trusts in Allah only. He asks from Him and takes shelter in Him, and he does not become a slave of another slave. I mean, in Surah Fatiha, Allah says that to you we worship, and to you we ask for help. Now, this is a past paper question that you might get in your exam, and it says that believe in oneness of God. Tawheed is a fundamental aspect of faith. State how Tawheed benefits Muslims in their daily lives. This is with 10 marks. So you can, the candidates should include some following points that we have discussed in the lecture, and all of the relevant points that must be credited. I mean, few of them could be, you can say that Tawheed stimulates unity and brotherhood. Muslims become humble and modest because of everything comes from God, and Tawheed gives courage as only God can give and take life. And Tawheed broadens the outlook of a believer as they realize that God's love and sympathy is for His entire creation. Tawheed gives peace and contentment and frees Muslims from jealousy, envy, and greed. And you can say that God is unique and creator and sustainer of the heaven and earth and everything therein. So He is eternal, and no one else can share in God's ownership. Belief in Tawheed makes a person virtuous and obedient to God. Success and salvation can only be achieved by piety and righteous deeds. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for other videos.